Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to start off giving all honor and glory from praise and worship to our power. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostle, elder, bishop, great millstone, rule, will, teacher on sound doctrine, and peace, sight, taste of the hopeful elect, and rest of a large multitude of men, women, and children, that the Lord will have mercy on these last days. All right, it's your brother Haqadash, representing the Jim Mesh branch of Cleveland, Lord willing to bring out a quick and edifying lesson through the spirit and power. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. I'm not going to be long. I just wanted to touch on this and get around to it when I saw the article when it first happened. So here we are, dealing with this Black Hawk situation. It says U.S. figure skaters were on board crash plane. Now, we know dealing with E-Man, he's a one-trick pony. So this whole Black Hawk thing is a similar to, or it's a foreshadow. I saw it from a spiritual point of view before I saw all these other things coming up about it. All these conspiracy theorists coming up with different things. Now, I saw it from a different. It said it had U.S. and Russian members on board. And when it collided and it burst of flames, I just saw it through the spirit of Trump relationship that he has with Putin. All right. According to the prophecy, it has to be fulfilled. We believe Trump is the last president, which I do believe through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. That would mean that their tightness, they're an agreeing bond that they have. It's going to go out the window. It doesn't mean anything. That's how I looked at it. I saw, since it was Russian and American citizens on board, it colliding and crashing. I saw it as a sign, an omen, as this place is literally on its way up out of here. And the bond that he has with Putin, DJ Trump, he's not gonna be able to make that bond strong again. If it was at all, because they're all in the media talking about they like each other, this and the third. Trump talking about if he was still in office, the attack on Ukraine would have never happened, and so forth and so forth. So Black Hawk Down, man. You got movies on it, and it's another thing going out there that it's around the same. Like I also believe it was it was dealing with a ritual of some sort. Because before I saw the videos I saw today, I'm not gonna play them for the sake of the video, but there's a lot of videos going viral on these conspiracy theorists pulling up different information in terms of this around the time when Kobe Bryant helicopter crash and helicopter signs, doing everything. The Super Bowl about to come up, all these different things, let me play this.
No circumstance is they can kill me for saying it, but under no circumstance is a military helicopter, especially a fucking Black Hawk, gonna accidentally crash into a commercial plane. Like, there's no way. And get this, the call sign on the helicopter was PAT 25. That means priority air transport. So what's on that helicopter, Obviously something's not adding up here. I'm telling you right now, they can kill.
Right, so it's all type of theories and assumptions, right? Which we know, like in one thing said, they don't know if this is to cover something else up that they're doing in the midst to something else, or something else greater that coming down the line. It's all of it. Just like the attack in September 1st, or the month of September, all right, on the 11th day, man. All these things are being exposed. And there was another article that said this wasn't even supposed to be filmed. This was supposed to be done in the dark. And I also, through the spirit gave me that too. that I believe that it was remote controlled. I don't think it was nobody on that Black Hawk. You know, that's just me. And what do you know? Found articles saying the same thing. They don't believe it was anybody on that Black Hawk, because you have a different see, here goes a couple articles on the possibility of Black Hawks being remotely controlled. It says tablet controlled robotic Black Hawk helicopters fight fire in thrilling tests. So they gotta have a Black Hawk plane without anyone in there. Lockheed Martin's Sikorsky gets funding by DARPA to turn Black Hawk into drone. See, it says Truth Seeker from, I guess, what, X. Very interesting. A plane crashed into a Black Hawk helicopter 3 days prior. The Eagles posted a helicopter on the 5th-year anniversary of Kobe's death from a helicopter crash. The Eagles then defeated the Washington Commanders to go to the Super Bowl. The plane tried to land on runway 33. This is a major ritual in which we already know that this has something to do with his bigger agenda. You know? So, like the scriptures say, scriptures say in Sirach, it says, as iron rust. Sirach 12:10. Never trust. Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right. Though it may look clean, the rust is really still there. Even though it might be look clean on the surface. Trump looked clean on the surface. All right, he looked to be for the people. He talking about you had a whole thing going with Latinos for Trump, and you know we're gonna make America great again, and this and that and third, right? But like it says in Revelation 13, like it says, Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Right? He had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay. Matter of fact, when you go to the blue letter, let's do this real quick. Just real quick. All right, so we in the Revelation 13 in the blue letter. The beast from the earth, it says as a head title. 11. When you go into this word, let's go into what is it? Horns. Okay, so when you go into the word horn in this verse, all right, it says a mighty and violent helper. You see? A mighty and violent helper. And that's what Trump is appearing to the people as. You know? The author of deliverance. Right? Trump said he's the chosen one. That's what he said. Okay? So he says he had 2 horns like a lamb. He's coming meek, low. He's trying, you know, at the same time prideful, of course. But he's stating facts. He's stating things that he's making remarks and boastful remarks to the world on that he's going to be the one for the answers, man. You know? Just like it says, and it says, I beheld another beast. That beast You can find that in Daniel 7. We'll just read it for edification's sake. In Daniel 7 and after this, I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and was delivered and diverse from all the beasts that were before it. All right, and had 10 horns. Right, so this fourth beast, that had iron teeth is the Roman Empire, man. First Maccabees 8. All right, Second Esdras 11. Right, Revelation 17. You know, I was gonna get it, man. Let's see, for the sake of the video, because I gotta go back to work. Let's go. So that beast is the Roman Empire, man. Read these chapters that I'm quoting. All right, it says residue with the feet of it and was diverse. Right, you go to First Maccabees 8, the 8th chapter, it tell you how the Roman Empire was diverse. All right, the government was different. It was no longer a monarchy, which like in a sense of the ancient customs where it would be a king based off his lineage. It was more now so voted in. All right, monarch meaning one ruler, I believe. And then they switched it to the voting system and so forth, Republican, Democrat, which in the ancient world and Roman Empire was plebeians and the patricians. Okay. So that's likened it to his two horns, right? His both of his political parties that advocate for the people that that says, what they're going to do for the people and how they're going to make people's lives better in America, man, in the world. Okay, and it had 10 horns. You can find that in Revelation 13. Those are the vassal states, right? The Suevi, the Anglo-Saxons, and, and so forth, man, right? When you go into the history, they used to have ancient names, and now they have modern names, okay? Those vassal states. In verse 8, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. This little horn in this verse is dealing with America, man. Again, you go to Revelation 17. I don't know why is it doing this. Okay, wait. Let me go back. Thought I had it up on here. So Daniel 7 and 8. Again, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. This is America, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. All right, and this is dealing with you had something called the Revolutionary War, right? And it says the 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, because you had 3 losses, if you will, which was the French, the British, and Spain, French, and the British. Those are the 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. Okay, so you can understand. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. Okay. All right. And a mouth speaking great things. So right. So this is how he's dealing with his philosophies, his science. Okay. So going back to Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast come up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So when he speaks, all right, never trust him, man. Never trust thy enemy. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou should be unto him as if thou wast wiped a looking glass, and thou should know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, stand up in thy place. This is whole goal, right? Anything that involves Jake prospering for the it has the greater purpose for the Edomite to prosper, and then he is going to take you up out of the way. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at thy last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. And also we know Psalms 55. Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So if you're dealing with a man that only knows this way, that only knows this vibration, you have to assume that this has something to do with the only way he know, the only thing he thinks, and the only way he knows, man. Right? His power, I tell you in Psalms 144 and 11, and in verse 8, it says, rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. So their power, anything they're saying they're doing or going to do, is actually the opposite, right? It's the opposite. If you say you to do this for the body, it's the opposite. Intentions is to always keep you subject unto him. So Salaki for to be long-winded on that, but now we got that out the way. We understand that this Black Hawk situation is very much a one-trick pony type of deal. Here you have on the screen Battle of Mogadishu, October 93 to October 4th, 93. The Battle of Mogadishu, also known as the Black Hawk Down incident, was part of Operation Gothic Serpent. It was fought on the 3rd and 4th of October 93 in Somalia, Mogadishu, Somalia, between forces of the United States supported UNOSOM II against the forces of Somali National Alliance and armed irregulars of South Mogadishu. All right. So whenever Esau make a move, like Trump even said himself, which he obviously believed he knew it was going to happen. He said himself, why didn't the helicopter go down or up? You know, like it's a video. A guy said, who's on the plane, what's on the planes, and on them planes, on them Black Hawk planes, they're literally designed to move a certain way. Okay, because they're high-end weaponry for the military, man. That's why it's called Black Hawk. It's used for secret ops and things as such. So it has higher capability, and higher maneuverability, and higher power, if you will, to be able to be different and set apart from other planes that would typically do the same thing. Like, it's just a helicopter, but it's called a Black Hawk helicopter. The name is specific, how swift it is. Hawks, they swift, and you know, they in and out. They can see from a distance. The Black Hawks can sit in the air. You know, it can sit with no lights on. You know, and just, you know, it could do a lot of things, man.
I'll keep it off the record, but a well-known congressman just wrote me and said off the record, this congressman was told, I mean, look at that response. I don't think we'd see that kind of response if something significant didn't happen here.
I'm going to play it, but I'm going to mute it, though, so you got to read it on the screen.
I pray.
Case. But this congressman is telling me and confirming and he said, told 60 plus dead, right? All right, let me see.
Ironic in that we did have that very famous crash that
I'll keep.
Guest said this is highly ironic in that we did have that very famous crash that actually ended up doing a lot for aviation safety. That would have been Air Florida that hit the Potomac Bridge taking off out of Washington National in 1982. What's ironic is it is, I believe, the same week. I think it was roughly about the same week. Yeah, what it's looking like right now, and as you know, this is all very breaking news, all coming in very quickly. Lots.
All right, I thought she was gonna say what I wanted. Let me see.
Very famous crash that actually ended up doing a lot for aviation safety that have the flag carrier. In other words, many of them fly for a major U.S. airline, and they have the major.
Yeah, so yeah, they talking about all these things, man. You know, dealing with the conspiracy aspect of it. So definitely something to look towards, man. You know, pay attention, keep your head on the swivel, and understand that E has to do things for him to receive information on the left hand side from the evil spirits, from left-handed spirits. All right, he has to do things to fulfill these different things. All right, when it comes to prophecy. So expect more and more events like this to happen way more frequent than it's ever been. Why you think Trump is trying to go into the John F. Kennedy case? Like, what is this about? Like, why now? Why you didn't do it your first term? And why now? What, right, the assassination case. You know, the ins and out, revealing this and revealing. Now you got more videos coming in and out because of the executive order that was put out. Like, what is all this about? Well, we'll tell you what it's about. It's about the prophets. It's about YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. It's about trying to stop prophecy. It's about trying to stop YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI's, like I said, prophecy. And what's part of prophecy? Esau going out, Jacob coming on the rise, Jacob receiving their rightful place in the kingdom, the inheritance, the elect, the governing body of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI set up and established on earth. The elect with the new bodies, Israel with the new bodies, YAHAWASHI on the earth as king, the rightful king. All right, servants back in their place. The order of earth is going to be back in its place. That's why he wanted to upset and disrupt prophecy. Okay. So he's doing anything and everything, even taking out his own people to make sure this happens. And I'll close with Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning death and destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Hey, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. So Lord willing, is edifying to some quick through the spirit and power. YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. I want to give all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostle, elder bishop, great millstone. Peace, tight taste to the hopeful. Till next time, shalom.